Do you ever feel like you're just not smart enough for school? Like no matter how hard you try, the information just doesn't stick? You're not alone. And I want to tell you a story about someone who felt the exact same way, a student named Eric. Eric was, to put it mildly, the student everyone had given up on. In class, teachers would sigh when he walked in. His classmates would often snicker or shake their heads when he answered a question. His homework was almost always late or completely missing. His notes were a jumbled mess, and his test scores, well, they were legendary for all the wrong reasons. His answers were often so bizarre, so completely off the mark, that it was hard not to laugh. Everyone, and I mean everyone, was convinced he wouldn't even make it through high school. But then, something shifted. Something truly remarkable happened. After winter break, a new Eric walked into the classroom. The old, distracted kid who used to wander in late was gone. In his place was a young man with a focused gaze and a quiet confidence nobody had ever seen before. The jokes stopped. The shuffling feet stopped. He was present. The first test after the break was handed back, and a wave of shock rippled through the classroom. Eric had scored first place. Not just passed. Not just did okay, he was number one. And it wasn't a fluke. That test was just the beginning of an incredible streak of academic achievements that left everyone speechless. So, what happened? Did he have a secret tutor? Did he suddenly develop a photographic memory? I was so curious that I had to ask him. His answer surprised me. He told me, I didn't get any smarter. I just finally learned how to study. During the break, frustrated and feeling hopelessly dumb, Eric stumbled upon some research from Harvard University about effective learning. He realized his problem wasn't a lack of intelligence. It was a lack of strategy. He had been trying to learn by blindly memorizing facts and forcing himself to study for hours, but none of it was actually sinking in. It was like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. These Harvard techniques taught him to stop being a passive learner and become an active participant in his own education. He learned how to pull knowledge from his own memory, how to connect ideas, and how to turn studying into a form of mental training, like a workout for his brain. This is how Eric, the poor student, transformed into the class valedictorian. Today, I'm going to share the 4 powerful Harvard study techniques that Eric used. These aren't magic tricks. They are scientifically backed methods that can change the way you learn forever. The first technique is called active recall, This one is simple but incredibly effective. After you read a page of a textbook or finish a chapter, close the book. Then, on a blank sheet of paper, write down everything you can remember. The key here is the act of retrieving the information from your brain without looking at the source. It feels difficult at first, and that's the point. You're forcing your brain to work, strengthening the neural pathways associated with that memory. It's like lifting weights for your brain. The struggle is what builds the muscle. Eric stopped just rereading his notes and started actively quizzing himself, turning passive review into an active workout. The second method is interleaving, Most of us are taught to study in blocks. You study math for 3 hours, then science for 3 hours. Interleaving flips that on its head. Instead of focusing on one subject for a long, extended period, you switch between different subjects. For example, you might study math for 45 minutes, then switch to history for 45 minutes, and then maybe to biology. Why does this work? Because it forces your brain to constantly adapt and differentiate between different types of problems and concepts. When Eric started interleaving his study sessions, he found it helped him see the connections and differences between subjects more clearly. It prevented that mental fog that comes from staring at one topic for too long and made his understanding much deeper. The third technique is spaced repetition, This method tackles the forgetting curve, the natural tendency of our brain to forget information over time. Instead of cramming all your studying into one night, you review the material at increasing intervals. For example, after you first learn something, you review it a day later. Then you review it again 3 days later, then a week later, then 2 weeks later, and so on. Eric used this to move information from his short-term memory into his long-term memory. He created flashcards and set a schedule to review them on days 1, 3, 7, and 14. This systematic reviewing process ensured that the knowledge became permanently embedded in his mind. He wasn't just studying for the test, he was learning for life. The final, and perhaps most powerful, technique is the Feynman Technique, named after the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman. The idea is to take a concept and explain it in the simplest terms possible, as if you were teaching it to a 5-year-old. Grab a whiteboard or a piece of paper and pretend you have a student in front of you. As you explain the topic out loud, you'll quickly discover where the gaps in your own understanding are. When you get stuck or have to use complicated jargon, that's your signal to go back to the source material and relearn that part until you can explain it simply. Eric used this constantly. It not only solidified his knowledge, but also built his confidence and his ability to articulate his thoughts so much so that he began helping the very classmates who once laughed at him. By combining these 4 methods: active recall, interleaving, spaced repetition, and the Feynman Technique, Eric didn't just start getting high scores. He underwent a complete transformation. He became more confident, more proactive, and a leader in the classroom. His story proves a crucial point. Success in school and in life isn't about your IQ. It's about your strategy. Being dumb is a myth. Most students who struggle aren't lazy or incapable. They simply haven't been taught to learn effectively. They're working hard, but they're not working smart. So I have a challenge for you. Don't just watch this video and forget about it. Choose one of these 4 techniques. Just one. It could be active recall, interleaving, spaced repetition, or the Feynman technique. Commit to trying it consistently for just 7 days. That's it. 1 week. If you choose active recall, close the book after every chapter and write down a summary. If you choose interleaving, mix up your study subjects tonight. If you choose spaced repetition, create a small set of flashcards for a tough topic and review them on days 1, 3, and 7. If you choose the Feynman technique, pick one concept from class and try to explain it out loud to an imaginary 5-year-old. The key is to apply, not just consume. Eric didn't change his IQ. He changed his actions. He applied these techniques intelligently and persistently, and the results spoke for themselves. He not only topped his class, but gained the confidence to help others succeed too. Remember, learning the right way is far more important than just studying hard. So, pick your method, try it for 7 days, and let me know in the comments what difference it makes. You might just surprise yourself. Thanks for watching. If you found this story helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more strategies to help you learn smarter, not harder. See you in the next one.